A legend in and out of the ring, his iconic voice has everyone trying to impersonate him.
There he is!
Get ready for the best impressions of Mike Tyson.
I don't care who I fight. I'll fight Logan Paul. I'll fight Jake Paul. I'll fight RuPaul. I don't care who it is. Because I don't get stoked. I give stoked. I be stoking. That's what I be doing.
For whatever reason, Mike didn't like Cisco. So a big party, he's just like, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, get away from me, thong song. I hate thong. I hate that. Get the thong song. Get out of here. I hate that thong. I hate that thong song. And then all of a sudden, this is when I saw a crack where a girl asked him, Mike, can I take a picture? Get away from me. You don't want to take a picture. You want to put me back in jail. That's what you want. And we was like, oh.
You'll soon discover that Jamie Foxx may have been hanging out with the boxing legend just a bit too long, even showcasing his impression on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Mike was a wild boy. He was the biggest person on the planet, and he had the demons. You know what I'm saying? But he's fun too, because he sees some girls and he'd be like, "Hi, how you doing? You like BMWs?" The girls be like, "What? Do you like BMW? You like cars? Come on, let's look at the BMW." And we open up the BMW dealership. But he was wild.
But who knew the host himself also had an impression up his sleeve?
No. All he was doing was working out. Yeah. He was getting up. I run at 5:30 in the morning because it's dark out, and I always assume that my opponent's still sleeping, and that gives me extra strength, extra confidence.
Two of the greatest comedians of all time take a Sunday drive and film it? Grab your popcorn.
The all-time best ring interest music. He would come out to one note.
Really?
One ominous note. There's no song playing. It's like a... For him to even come up with that, because you're the one that says, I want my music to be. For him to go, just give me one solid note. Oh.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Ted Koppel, just outside Madison Square Garden with the former champ, Mike Tyson. How does it feel?
My defense is impregnable. My offense is impetuous. I'm gonna hit him so hard.
Just a heads up, this could turn into a battle between Eddie and Jamie for who does the best Mike impression.
Stay tuned for more of the Sammy Davis Jr. tribute, honoring the one heavyweight I would never dare step into the ring with. Sammy, you're a true undefeated champ. Oh wait, I think Mike can do a little better than that. Mike? I'm gonna attempt to read this. This may be disastrous. Stay tuned for more of the Sammy Davis Jr. tribute. You are truly the undefeated champion.
The producers of the show was hoping you'd have a little more, more Mike Tysonism, like.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sammy and I would like.
My Mike Tyson joke, and that's where I usually get a standing ovation. And when I get to the joke, nobody laughs. Nobody. You know why? Because Mike Tyson is in the building. And I get to that joke and somebody yelled, "Mike is in here!" And then it was a black girl, and it was a black girl egging on. She was sitting in the front. "What you gonna do, Jamie? You gonna tell the joke? You gonna tell your little joke now, Jamie?" I'm like, don't get him upset, I'm just trying to think. So then the dude said, Mike said, do the joke. But it better be funny. So I do the joke. I think it was something like Mike Tyson going through the drive-thru with Kentucky Fried Chicken or something like that. "Hi, this is Mike Tyson. Welcome to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, can I get chicken and biscuit and some slaw?" "What's that you say, sir?" "I want slaw, lots of slaw." Anyway, the joke goes over, it's a standing ovation, and then Mike comes up to me. "There he is, you crazy mother. Come on, go with me. Come on, right now, you silly mother. Get in the car." And I just started hanging out with this mother. I was like the jester, like whenever you need somebody to laugh. "You make me laugh." Knock, 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 knock.
When I do impressions in front of actual celebrities, they all say the same thing. "Oh my God, that was very nice. I'm flattered. Thank you." But with Mike, it was weird because I did the impression and I was like, I love boxing and everything that it's done for me. But sometimes I get very frustrated with the media, which is why I get very tyrannical with you. And Mike was kind of laughing, but he wasn't. And he had like this snarl on his face. And after about 6 seconds, he finally said, "If you did that 2 or 3 years ago, I'd have chased you down the street and punched you in the spleens. But based on where I'm at in my life right now, I'm very flattered. Thank you." And after he said it, I was cool, but I can't lie. I peed a little bit.
Seems like that warning wasn't quite scary enough for Aries Spears.
Mike Tyson did an interview in jail. This was right after the rape conviction. Montel Williams said, "Mike, since you've been in prison, has any of the other inmates tried to you?" And Mike said the scariest I ever heard. That said, "A couple times guys tried to cause problems, but I just pulled them to the side and I whispered in their ear. After that was never a problem." And I'm thinking, what the could he tell a murderer to make him go, "I'm not with this nigga"? Like Mike just said, "Listen, you keep with me, I'm gonna knock you out until you wake up." You don't want to be that nigga. You don't want to wake up to this. I told you I'm serious. Stop with sickening. You don't want to wake up to that.
Of course, what is a Binge Central Impressions video without the legend, Jay Pharaoh himself?
Yo, we gotta do Mike Tyson versus Mike Tyson. Can you do that?
I just hope that he's not gonna get mad and angry because you know he still has that right hook. He can still like floor you and knock your soul out of your body like Doctor Strange.
Don't do it on JetBlue.
Yeah, like people. I have like energy where people try me, and I don't know why they try me.
Basically, what you try to do, you try to take your fist, and you want to take the nose, and you want to hit it, and you want to press it up to the top part of the bone because that's gonna ensure in degradation.
Ensures what?
That ensures complete in degradation.
You don't want Mike Tyson after you. He was scared of Aries, the hardest dude. He'll scare him. If Mike came in here right now, you'd be scared. It'd be like a pit bull walking here, but don't nobody know who the owner is. Hey, dog, is that your pit? That motherfucker ain't got no leash on him, man. Come this way. Player. That motherfucker ain't got no leash. Ain't no leash on that bitch. Ain't no leash on this.
Unfortunately, Ryan Reynolds forgot to attend the class where they learned Mike Tyson impressions.
Certainly. I like to go boxing and knock people out. I'm one of the greatest fighters of all time. God, this is, see, now I'm just down the rabbit hole in this impression. There's no, you can't pull this back. I was in The Hangover. I love, they sound like Jay Leno.
Oh, Mike Tyson?
Yes!
Does he speak like?
This is when Russell Peters dives into the story of his very first meeting with Mike Tyson.
Mike, you don't got him Ray Hinton? He goes, yeah. He died. I go, what? Yeah, he died of AIDS. It was crazy, because me and him used to fuck the same chick at the same time, and she died of AIDS, and he died of AIDS, and I got nothing. And I was like, wow. Wow, right?
Magic Jr.
This is the first time I'm meeting Mike, right? And I'm thinking, I'm probably never gonna see Mike Tyson again. And if I do, he's not gonna remember me. Cut to me and Mike become good friends. And I was with Mike last year, and out of nowhere, Chuck Zito was with us, and looks at Chuck Zito and goes, Chuck, you know the first time I meet this mother, he asked me about Ray Hinton? And I was like, wow.
So he remembered.
How the do you cling on it? Like, that's wild to me.
Call Mike, how you feel? All praises to Allah, my brother. I'm happy. That's why you happy? Because I don't have any money anymore. I said, you happy you don't have no money? Yeah, I don't have any money, so nobody can take anything from me anymore. I'm happy. My mind is clear. I don't have to worry about money. If it was all about money, everybody wanted my money. It'd be fist fights about who was going to take my clothes to the cleaners. So why? Because I would forget I have $16,000 in my pocket, so people fighting over my clothes. It was crazy.
Now to flip the script a little, who knew Mike Tyson himself was doing his impressions?
You a Scooby-Doo type guy?
No, that's who you were.
I love
I'm sorry.
Looks like a left hook isn't the only answer Tyson's got for those poking fun at him.
Well, I was on a jet. I had Jackie and I had my girlfriend with us. Don was talking to me and he was talking about, man, I gotta get these white motherfuckers out of our business, man. That's all these white motherfuckers do. Just come over here, man. You gonna sign this check, and me, you gonna be two rich niggas, okay?
You do an imitation of Mike Tyson in the special, which is a great.
Not a good one.
Well, it's pretty good. But does Mike know you? Have you done that for him? He might be in Vegas tomorrow.
I wouldn't do it for him.
You would never do it for him.
You might lose it. I'll say, you're gonna stop doing it.
While many actors risk their lives with the Tyson impression, it's expected. But as a former UFC heavyweight champion, you might just have the upper hand.
We gotta ask you to do your best Mike Tyson reports.
Well, actually, I got the chance to meet Mike the other day, and he comes right up to me. He recognized me because he was at my last fight. And he says, first of all, you're a great fighter. You're a really good fighter. And I seen your last fight. You didn't lose your last fight, you beat yourself. You went in and you have fear. You have fear in your heart. And fear is like fire. Left unmanaged, it will burn everything down around it. But harness the right way, it can do some beautiful things.
15 years later, and Rashad Evans still hasn't given up the impression. We can see why.
When I first met Mike, I met him in Vegas, and he's like, I seen your last fight. And I was like, yeah. And he says, yeah. He said, see, the reason why you lost is because you had doubt, you had fear in your heart, and you beat yourself. And he said, see, fear is like fire. You know, left unharnessed, it can do some terrible things. It can do a lot of damage. But if you harness it the right way, it can do some beautiful things for you. So what you need to do is you need to harness your fears. You need to go in there mentally strong and ready, and not give up and not be afraid.
Well, my brother did an impression of him, and Mike thought it was me. I swear, I walked out of the store, he was with Tommy Hearns. I walk out the store, Mike goes, there he is! Nowhere to run. One of them stores that lock after your black ass, and I was just nervous, you know, and Mike grabbed me. He didn't hit me, he grabbed me and bit me. Right here, bit me on the eye. I saw you doing me on TV, man. I didn't like that, funny man. You think you're funny? I don't want to see you doing me on TV no more, funny man. If I do, I'm gonna design a punch to make your liver bleed.
My friend, you cannot park here. Sir, I don't think you know who you're talking to. This is Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet.
But I don't care if you're Tyson, if you're copper, iron, you cannot park here.
I understand you got a plan, but everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Okay, I don't want any trouble. You can't, this is a disabled pot.
My back is broken.
Mike, watch the expression on this man's face when you hit him. Did you see? I've never quite seen a man's face. And you know something hurts me, and the man's face is. Now watch this guy. Watch this man try to get up. Yo, man, why you get on the TV and say, I punched you in the arm and then I hurt your arm and stuff, man? Why you want to say that?
Don't I sound just like him? Might give an interview like this.
Before I get inside the ring, I'm your friend, but in the ring, basically what I'm trying to do is punch the bone into the brain and kill the person.
Thank you so much. I am ready to handle the proceedings judiciously and expeditiously. But I should warn you, the following things will set me off. Clapping, statues of gold people, and shows that last more than 2 hours. And also hearing the phrase, the magic of movies. This year, all the nominees have been given tasers. All the seat fillers have been given guns. And Jimmy Kimmel has been given a flamethrower.
But are you worried at all that Will Smith is planning a second attack?
Yes, we are taking that threat very seriously. We're able to slip one of those Apple Air tags into Will Smith's pocket. So we know exactly where he'll be at all times. Unless, of course, he changes pants, and then he could be anywhere.
I have tons of Mike Tyson stories, but this one is crazy because it was one night we was at the tunnel, me and Big Pun, rest in peace, and the security telling him to take off his boots. They want to search under his boots. He was a big guy, he didn't want to. So they start arguing, F you, your mother, this, that. They go back. It starts turning into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They all start saying that. Let's just beat up Fat Joe and Big Pun. I don't care this. So I'm telling Pun, I'm like, yo, Pun, we about to get knocked out. So out of nowhere, we hear this voice go, yo, Pun, yo, Joe, let's F these dudes up. I got your back. We turn around. It's Iron Mike Tyson.
That's your dream.
2:30 in the morning.
No.
Fresh out of jail with the kufi on. So he starts, now everybody's looking like, oh my God, like, what this is Iron Mike.
Michael Tyson, who has a series on HBO, a comedy series called His Fights. This is the strongest man. The neck starts up here. He beats people senseless, and I say, how was the fight for? And he goes, well, it was a very good fight. I threw some important punches. I started to throw some, and he didn't really want to fight. So what am I supposed to do? It was a really good fight. I'm in deep now.
Oh, what's going on in the news? You hear about the boxer running around molesting all the beauty contestants? Who does he think he is? A Supreme Court judge? What about that boxer who's up for the fraternity suit? And the kid looks nothing like him. He's short, ugly, lines in his hair, gold teeth. Hey, who writing this stuff? Is this funny? Hey, I gotta introduce my posse before I hurt somebody. You know these people over there? These are people who have to stand by idly while I tongue kiss their girlfriends and mothers. These folks, these are not jokes. These are things that make you say, Robin, you bitch.